Hello again to another episode of Backpage Remark with the reverse colouring book. I just can't leave this thing alone. Absolutely adore it. And so do quite a few of you. So as requested, we will do another picture. Now, I've no idea how it's going to turn out. I mean, there's so many different ones. Ooh, blue. Do you know what? I'm going to go for blue just because I saw it. But you know, I don't think I showed even the back of the book. Come on, Bennett. Someone said in the comment section, it's like looking at clouds and seeing what shapes evolve. And I'll be honest with you, yeah, that is definitely like looking at a cloud. I'm imagining as you look at that, you've probably seen lots of images. I suppose you can even have it any way up you like. Let's see what you see, because it does perforate and you can tear it out. Oh, as soon as I turned it like that, I'm seeing something. Let's turn it back that way. No, I can't see it anymore. Right, I've seen what I'm going to do. I'm going to see what I'm going to do. And do you know what? Just to show what I mean, I'm going to tear it out. So you can see, because they're all perforated. So this is interesting. So we'll see how easy it is to tear them out as well. Yeah, I'm having difficulty here. I don't want to damage it, but I also want to be able to tear it out. Oh, please don't rip. Oh dear. Am I tearing two out? That's why it's hard. So I'm trying to tear two out at the same time. Go. Wow, that makes it even easier, doesn't it? And I can still see so I can zoom in on that now. Oh my days. There you go. I bet this is even more intriguing for you now. It's this book. It really is spectacular. I can't say enough good things about it. Anyway, I'm going to start drawing it, and you'll probably see straight away what I saw. I don't know if you can see it. Let me know in the comments what you see, because this is it before I start. Let me know what you've seen in the comments. Although I've done this before where I started drawing and it turned into something else. But I'm seeing like a bit of an eye. I'm gonna go around the shape. But I'm seeing an eye. When I saw that, I was like, it's a dog. And he's got a awfully weird long nose. And his mouth comes up here like that. And then he's got a beautiful long ear. Now, can you see what I could saw? Could you see what I could saw? I do speak English, honestly. I'm just swapping the pen over because I used that last pen so much, and I think it's got a little bit flattened. And I've got enough of these pens that I don't need to worry about using just the one. And he's got his leg sort of disappears back there. I don't know what I'm drawing there. Oop. Oop. do love these. Yeah, I'm gonna get another pen. Like I said, these two pens I've used, and I want it to be as inky and as in shape as possible. So there's obviously stuff going on that's sort of obscuring a lot of the dog, and I'm going to carry on sort of with a line just to emphasize that. It's like he's in the bushes. Yeah, he's in the bushes, isn't he? Yeah, cheeky little dog. What are you doing in the bushes? So they're not legs. They're not legs. And I'm just going to do that just to emphasize that he's in the bushes. Right. Now that you can see what I've got a secret dog hiding in the bushes. Let's fast forward while I do the thick lines, because it's just bushes around a hidden dog. He's like a superhero dog. He's almost like he's got a mask on, isn't he? Yeah. Right. Let's speed it up. Right, so there we go. So that's all the thick outlines done, and yeah, you can see the cheeky looking, I suppose, sausage dog hiding in amongst all the bushes, ready to emerge. So I like to, as you know, I say as you know, I haven't done many of these, but I'm going to do the fine lines. But just before I do, I'm going to take a quick break because the fine line is going to take a long time, and I don't want to stop halfway through. So it'll fade to black, and then we'll be back and we'll do the fine lines. Right, let's do the fine lines. So I started up here. Now what I've got to do is all of it. So here we go. Fine lines. I'm going to speed it up, obviously. You don't want to watch me. You don't want to watch me doing this in real time. Here we go. So I pretty much finished with those fine lines, but I don't really want to do the doggo. I want him to stand out. So whereas I've done fine lines and everything else, the doggo with the little mask doesn't get any fine lines. So he sort of stands out a little bit more than he would have if... I mean, I want him to blend in, but I don't want him to disappear. And I think I've pretty much done all of it. There's always another line I could always draw. There's always another thing I would go, oh, just one more little bit here. But yeah, I would say we've pretty much finito. And there's another one done. I do like my little sausage dog with a mask hiding in the bushes. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Right, let's see if there's one more that I could do, because I do like doing these. Right, so let's do another one, and this one is going to be very interesting because there is another channel, Anna D's Scratch and Craft, that is also doing this picture. So she's got the same book, and she's chosen this picture for us to compare, to see what our little brains come up with, what we see. So it could be anything. I mean, when I first saw this, I thought jellyfish. There's the top of the jellyfish, and there's all the tentacles hanging down. But that was a little bit too obvious. So I looked at this for a little while, and I started seeing something. I was like, do you know what? It might be this, it might not. We'll have to wait and see. But But I'm really interested to see how Anna's turns out. I'll leave a link to her channel so you can go and check hers out and see what she comes up with. But yeah, let's just start it off. I will fast forward in a little bit, but what I saw was like almost like a bowl. But I didn't want it to be a bowl. This is going to be rocks. So it's almost like having a mountain in the way. I do love these, as you're well aware. So this is like almost like seeing like water, and coming out of the water is either going to work or it's not. Is a dolphin. Or an orca. Some sort of sea creatures coming splashing out, although now that I'm seeing it, it doesn't look much like a fish coming out of the water. Because what I was seeing is I was seeing like fish. Don't know if I'm seeing that anymore. Like a sea creature there, isn't it? Just minding its own business. Swimming away. And there's, look, that looks like a little blue fish. It's not looking like what I thought it was going to look like. I had visions of like a sea creature coming out of water, but I have no idea what it is now. Whatever it is, it looks very pretty. Let's speed it up and see how it turns out. Right, I've changed what it is. It's like rocks now, and there's a ship. It's like pointing out, look, and it's the Call of the Sirens. So that's the murky depth with strange, unknown creatures floating below. Oh my days! Yeah, it's amazing how what I thought it was going to be a jellyfish turned into, or was supposed to be a whale coming out of the water, has turned into sirens calling a ship to its doom. But let's carry on. So let's add some finer detail. Right, I think that'll do. I think you get the idea of that. So it didn't turn out how I thought. Like I said, it was going to be a upside down. I was going to turn upside down and be a jellyfish. Then it was going to be a whale gem. But you can almost sort of still see the whale that I intended, and some of the sea creatures, they've survived. But it's nothing like what I thought it was going to be. And there's no such thing as bad art. I must stress that. So anything you see is pretty much unique, isn't it? One of a kind. Nobody else will ever have come up with this. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. But it's what I come up with. So it's the sirens calling a mariner to his doom, and below is the sea creatures that will be devouring upon him once he sinks to Davy Jones's locker. There is a lot of weirdness going on there, but that represents the madness of the Sirens Call. There you go. I could be an art critic, couldn't I? I could look at any old nonsense come up with some justification for it. But I kind of like it. I like it. Like I said, there's no who's the best in this, but I'd love to go and see Anna's interpretation of this, what she came up with. So yeah, let's go together and find out, because I generally haven't seen it. So Anna D's Scratch and Craft channel, we will go there together. So I'll leave a direct link in one of the corners, so you can just click and go there. And in the description, I'll also leave a link to it. And I'm sure Anna will come up with something completely different to what I did. I can't imagine anybody coming up with that. But then again, neither did I imagine that I was going to come up with that. Very, very odd. I'm so intrigued by these. I think what I might try, instead of doing another one of hers, is actually splash some colour around, do some like watercolouring stuff, some vague shapes, let it dry, and then draw away and see what I come up with, so that it's 100% me. Yeah, I quite like that idea. Right, stay tuned for that idea. It probably won't happen in the next couple of months, but it will definitely be on its way. Right, look after yourself, for those you love, and I'll see you again. Bye.